4 o'clock on Thursday, April Fool's Day. We're done.
Ooh, go home early? Yes!
Welcome to Rosetree Blow Studio and Gallery. I'm Mark. I'm the owner here along with my wife Brenda, and come to you from beautiful downtown historic Algiers Point, New Orleans, Louisiana. And today we are going to make a pitch bowl. I have an order to use a pitch bowl, so what better time to make it than in front of y'all. I hope y'all saw the rainbow Rowena vase that I posted. It's already winging its way to our customer, so I don't have it here to show you. And that's going to happen a lot because I'm making things for orders for these Facebook Lives, unless it's something special like a peak or a clover or something like that. Anyway, if you are new here, please, I know we have lurkers, I know you're out there. Please let us know you're out there. Say hello in the comment section. We have a lot of people who've been following us for over a year now, and just join the crowd. So today I will be making the pitch bowl. It's going to be 3 gathers. Each layer is going to gather. First layer is going to be blue. Second layer is going to be rainbow mix, and third layer will be green. So, I think I'm all set up. I'm just discombobulated because I'm working on time schedules.
Well, I do have one question for you.
Already?
Yes.
From you? The voice behind the camera is Darcy.
Did we turn off the fans up there? Yeah, I'm having trouble hearing, so I just want to make sure. And I'm going to get this one while he gets that. Sorry if it's a little hard to hear today, guys. We're fixing it. Excellent. Oh, that's much better. I just did. Oh, did I turn it on low?
Now it's off.
I don't work electronics.
It's on, off. No, it's high, low. I'm sorry. It's more than one choice,
That's where I get confused.
Okay. Well, we got people coming on?
Yeah. Christy's already said hi.
Hello. Okay. Also, if anybody's out there, I already talked to my yoga teacher about this. She does, we do Zoom yoga. And if anybody knows of a good earbud that has a microphone that we could use in the lives, it would help out. Y'all could probably hear me better. We've tried a couple ways of doing it, and it just isn't right. So if anybody knows, by experience, don't just look something up. I've looked it all up. Best earbud for Facebook Lives, all that. If anybody has their own personal experience, I'd love to hear it. And I have a Samsung phone, so I guess you could use the iPod because it's just all hooked up into
From the Wi-Fi?
with what? With Wi-Fi. So it's all hooked up on Wi-Fi. So I don't know.
Bluetooth.
What? Bluetooth Wi-Fi thing. 5.0.
Technology is lost on me now.
Great. All right, let's go.
It's really scary that technology is lost on me today, since I do most of the computer stuff around here.
Right. All right. And again, if you're watching us on these and you're not a follower of Rosetree on Facebook, please do that. I really appreciate that. This is my furnace. My furnace holds up to 400 pounds of molten glass. It's 2,050 degrees inside there. At that temperature, the glass is a liquid, and that allows us to make and form beautiful things. It's a blowpipe. Same type of tool the glass blower has been using for over 2,000 years, and that's what we're going to use to get the glass out of the furnace and to shape the glass.
All right, so Barry and Erin both said hi. Erin said that she can reach out to some of her tech friends.
Okay.
And then ask me to message her specifically about what you want. So, yes, I will do that, and I will do that when we're done.
I want something that's $200.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the first layer. You'll see it's a liquid, and we're going to roll it into the blue, and I'm going to give it actually 3 coats because I want a nice dense coat on there.
Barry called it a thingamajig, so
Thingamajig goes in your ear.
I'm feeling better about my electronics experience.
Okay, so I'm heating this in and getting another layer. These are glass chips that are formulated to be the same expansion and contraction as my glass. So I always have to keep turning because the glass is liquid. So it's kind of like honey or molasses on the end of the pipe. So if you stop turning, then it's going to drip, and we don't really want that. You know, everything online, when you look up things, everything sounds like, oh, that's going to be great. You know, oh, that'll work. That'll, you know. But then you get it, it's like, no, that's not, it won't work for what I need. That's the 3rd layer. I'm going to smooth it out on the metal table, which is called a marber. And the marber is used to shape and to cool the layers of glass. So I'm going to blow my initial bubble in there by doing what's called an air trap. And the air trap is I will blow into the pipe, put my finger over the end, and the pipe is pressurized. When the cold air hits the hot glass, it heats up and expands, and the only way you can see it, see the outside is starting to bulge out there. I'll do it one more time. Because it's not clear, you can't really see it. You have to kind of see the silhouette.
It almost looks like a pregnant belly to me.
Well, yeah, you look good, okay. So I know that there's a bubble in there now, and kind of I'm looking at it blind because you can't see through the opaque color. So when I let that cool off, I get another layer on top of that.
I guess I'm here to help bring it to layman's terms.
Right. You're my translator.
Yeah. Aaron said I posted pictures on your picture of Tuesday's piece.
I saw that.
I took screenshots during the live, and that's awesome. Thank you.
I did see that. Thank you. So I'm letting this cool off. If I put this in and get another gather on top, and this is too hot, then it's going to heat this up. So no stability, and it'll get really harder to control. All right, I hope everybody's doing okay. April 1st. What are you thinking? Time is standing still and flying by at the same time.
Almost like we missed an entire year. We just skipped over it.
It's really weird.
The longest and shortest year ever.
It's like a Twilight Zone. Picture, if you will. Yeah. All right. The weather here is gorgeous today.
It is.
It's low 60s and breezy and good glass blowing weather. Okay, so the color's missing is gone out of the pipe, so I'm gonna go get another layer.
Aaron said that's one way to put it, I guess, about my being a translator.
That's not one of the official languages that Facebook offers as a translator. Glass blowing. So that's my second layer. And we're going to roll this into the rainbow shapes.
It's just another skill I'm adding to my resume.
You going somewhere?
No.
I didn't think so, but the boss is always the last to know. And with the rainbow, we kind of just put one layer on, just because It has so many colors. If you put one layer on top of another, crossover gets to be a little confusing to your eyes. So there's one layer of the rainbow. I'm going to smooth in.
Oh, Aaron said that we're lucky. The weather there is gross. And they had rain through the night, and now it's cloudy, windy, and cold.
We had that.
We didn't really get much rain here, but
Most of it. I mean, they were
it kind of
about everything.
it kind of just rode over us.
One of our local weathercasters who predicts the Armageddon every time that she gets on was, saying we're all going to die, but it didn't happen. So, yeah. And those of you who are here know exactly who I'm talking about. So, I'm going to smooth those out, and I'm going to heat those up again and then feather the decoration on there.
I'm going to have to start wearing my glasses when I come down to do this, because the best way to keep it still is to hold my elbow in tight, but it's too close to my face and I can't. It gets all blurry.
I have a mono pole. I wonder if you do that. Just put it on there and rest it on that. Just like a camera. Like a single leg tripod.
Maybe.
Might be a better thing. So I'm pulling the colors through. And it's called feathering. And everybody has their own spin on different things. So my feathering is different than other people's. I mean, when you're developing as an artist, you try to, first thing you do is you try to emulate somebody that you admire and do pieces like them, but then you find your own voice and adapt to what you can do. So after 43 years of this, 43 years of this, hopefully I've adapted well and have my own voice. And you see I'm letting gravity help too. So that if it droops down, I can let it droop down and then come back up and have a little bit more time to make my feathers.
I like the little swirly when you pull down and then swirl it.
So I'm going to heat this all back up and smooth it all out. If I go back into the furnace now, I'm going to trap bubbles where all the valleys are, in hills and valleys. So you can do intentional bubbles, but these would not be all that great looking. Because they won't. For me, a lot of times the bubbles, I do like a bubble patch, which are intentional bubbles in a row or symmetrical in the piece. So I'm just letting gravity pull this back a little bit, just as I was squeezing out the hills and valleys, it kind of elongated. And I'll do it once more. You can see how it's starting to, I don't know if you can catch on camera, it's starting to smooth out.
Barry said it's kind of paisley-ish.
Yeah.
The little swirlies.
The bottom curly hue. Paisley-ish. I know Barry had paisley shirts when he was younger. At a certain age. I know I did.
I was going to say I was born in the 70s, so I'm sure my mother put me in something with paisley on it.
Okay, so you see that I blew into it again. It got a little bit bigger, and I'm going to still hit that again and try to smooth that out a little bit more.
Aaron said it looks like flames with it being that color.
When I do the hot mix, I can make it look like flames. And I've used that in some pieces.
Oh, Barry said, yeah, I'm an old fart. Sorry, Barry.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm older than Barry.
There you go. There's always
So I'm an older fart.
always someone to enjoy that with. Yeah, I always pick on Tish because she's a month older than me. And I always tell her she will forever be older than me.
Uh-huh. So I'm just shaping this in anticipation of the next gather, of how much glass I want to gather on top, and the shape of the final piece. So all those things come into play this early in the piece. Alright, so this is ready for the final gather, but I gotta let this cool off and get more solid. You see it's still a little soft, but you can see the swirls really well in there. But you can also see this is the color when it's cooled off, and inside is orange. That's not going to be the true color. It's going to be back here, same as where it's cooled off towards the light.
Christy was telling Barry to get in line. Aaron said it's pretty.
Getting there.
It always is, but it's always more fun when you get to see it being made. Being part of the experience.
Yep. All right. So get one more layer on top.
That's a pretty good gather, huh?
This piece is just right.
Well, that is very lucky.
Lucky.
Lucky for us.
Oh, okay.
It's skill on your end. Lucky for us.
Yeah. Happy accident, right? All right, so I'm using this wooden block, and they're usually made out of fruit wood because of the what's the word I'm looking for? My brain kind of switched back and forth. The structure, thank you.
I was about to say I'm apparently not going to be helped today.
On the wood, it works better than other woods just because it holds the water better and stays.
Oh, Barry
doesn't
said
burn
density.
as much. What?
Density? That's what Barry said.
Grain.
Grain. Sorry, Barry.
The density's good.
Aaron said it's almost like we're there in person. Almost.
Well, that's what we try to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Is kind of make this more personal. I mean, we started off trying to make it a learning experience, and by doing the personal thing like you are here, it's a learning experience also, but it's not the same thing every time. So I'm blowing into there, into the pipe, and hold my thumb over it again. You can see it's starting to get bigger, and it's the same air trap kind of thing. When I'm holding it up in the air, the bubble the gather falls back a little bit, and the bubble shoots further through. I held it down, the glass would go longer, and the bubble wouldn't go as deep. So all these little subtle things that glass blowers do that one do it subconsciously, really. You just do it because you've been doing it so long. And things won't see unless it's pointed out to you. And that's why I'm here. I want to do some action.
Cherie said, geez, almost missed you again, but you made it, Cherie. You made it.
So these are called jacks. What I'm doing is I'm squeezing the jacks to put pressure and making a groove, but I'm also pulling and making that groove a little bit thinner, hopefully, than the rest of the glass, and it'll come off easier that way.
Aaron said, considering I've only been there once when I was in school, this is an experience I take advantage of. We appreciate it.
Can't wait till we start getting visitors again. Like,
Yeah.
we're getting visitors now, but the people aren't traveling like normal. It'd be nice to get the amount of visitors that we used to get, or even more. People who want to support local businesses and local artists and all of that. I think once everything opens up, I hope people remember us.
I hope so. I've been putting a lot of people on our email list because they can't wait. So
now I'm cooling the bottom a little bit because I want the shoulder to come out more. And this is just an auto blower. It's blowing air into the pipe. And I'm holding the bottom so the bottom is a little cooler than the shoulder. So you see how it starts to blow up here rather than down here. Much bigger than that.
Cherie said, I come mostly because Darcy can say my name, but also fire.
Fire's a thing.
Yes.
We do have fire.
Barry said a lot of people are getting on planes again.
Yeah.
Don't know if I'm ready for that.
Maybe when there's more vaccinations happening. But I'm not ready right now, although I will be fully loaded, functional by the 10th, 10 more days. Will I start getting on hugs like I used to? I'm not sure. You have to present your vaccination card before I hug you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that for quite a while.
Yeah, it's
Like-
kind of strange.
My dad, sure, but I think that might be it. Really puts a cramp in your dating style, too.
What's that?
Really puts a cramp in your dating style, too.
I couldn't imagine dating in these lives and times. Okay, so you see it's right about to where my calipers are, so size-wise it's looking really good. And I'm going to puff that out one little bit more. And then I'm going to flatten the bottom because the bowl needs to have a flat spot to sit on.
Aaron said they're slowly easing the restrictions on military, but only if you're vaccinated.
Well, they're starting. I mean, I saw Delta has opened up their middle seats again.
Ah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yep.
But whatever it takes, I guess, as long as people don't start getting sick again, and the economy starts opening up, I guess that's a good thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a transfer. So transfer is taking the bowl from the pipe and putting on another rod called a punty. Punty goes on the bottom, and that way this will break off here, and I'll be able to open that to form the lip of the piece.
Aaron said, I still need a whole row to myself if I were to fly. Me too. That sounds nice and comfy.
I'm going to hang this up, then go get my punty.
Rainbows starting to peek through there.
little bit of glass on the end of the punky rod. And I shape that and cool it a little bit to the right temperature.
Barry said, remember, we like big lips.
Well, it is what it is. This is going to be pinched, so it hasn't had a little substance to it. So this is a diamond file, and what I'm doing is I'm scoring that jack line that I put in 10 minutes ago. So you see there's a lot of prep work all through this whole thing. I'm going to tap it, and it comes off, and then this has to go get preheated again.
I think that may have been the first time that you didn't get it first tap.
A little thicker.
Ah.
So I'm heating the whole piece up because it was outside of the reheating chamber for a while. And then I'm going to just hard heat the front because that's the part that I want to manipulate.
Erin said that she got it once when she flew on Thanksgiving Day a few years ago. They also gave us one free alcoholic beverage if you were of age, which I was, so it was almost like first class. That's a pretty sweet travel way to travel there. Oh, Corey made it. He said, I'm late. Wavy bowl?
Nah. Don't have enough room in the annealer. So I'm just heating the top and occasionally flashing the punky. And I'm going to go and open up the lip a little bit and just see if it needs to be trimmed, if it broke off evenly or not. Glass is hot. You can cut it with shears or scissors, special scissors. And then I'm going to heat this up, put my pinches in it. Again, I have to flash the putty all the time, keep the piece warm, and then heat the lip.
Erin said, looks like a planet. Sherry said, cool patterning. I like seeing it.
It's amazing what everybody sees in different pieces.
Mm-hmm. Corey said, oh, someone's been busy, eh?
No, I have the cullet that's going to be going into my charge in the back. And that's what I've been doing, so I don't know. I mean, I know we've done wavy bowls and things like that, but I always have to have that space back there, so I'm not sure how we've been doing this. Because I always charge on Tuesdays and Thursdays after we're done with this, so that my charging bucket's always in there. I don't know. I'm stumped. So I'm heating that lip up because I want to pinch the lip. Proper season, pinch the tail. And
Corey said, ah.
So we have the pinches on the lip, And then I'm going to heat that up and open it up a little bit. Again, always flashing punky so this stays on. I'm not going to say well, one day it won't happen, but it will, and everybody will go, oh, but it happens.
We'll all have a moment together.
Right.
Erin said you had to go there with crawfish, didn't you?
Yeah.
You can't get them up there like we can here.
Right on. Road trip. One of my favorite things. Darcy doesn't eat seafood, so
Yeah, I was gonna say I could send her my fair share, and you can just reheat those suckers, can't you?
I don't know. I'm going to heat this up and then do the final shape on it.
Oh, that's fair. She said at 33 weeks pregnant. I don't think so. That's fair.
Why you can't eat crawfish when you're pregnant? Oh, road trip. That's what it was.
Thanks for clarification, because I thought it was the crawfish too, and I was trying to figure it out.
I'll translate. So I'm heating up the lip because that's the final thing I'm going to finally manipulate. Holding your breath. I can feel it.
Erin said, not exactly the same as fresh, but feel free to send them my way.
All right, so that's pretty much the pinch mold.
Woohoo!
And once it cools off, you'll see the rainbow colors a little bit more distinctively. I'll heat it up one more time.
She said, sorry, guess I should have added the road trip part. That's all right. We got Mark here. He's got you covered. Patty said, hi all. I don't remember the name of the unit you put the piece in at the end, but how does it work when you put things in at different times? You've told us how the temperature slowly drops, but...
Well, it stays in there. So like the pieces that I've done during the day are all at temperature right now, at 920 degrees. This one's a little bit more than 920 degrees, so this will go in and it'll soak for about an hour, so it cools down to 920. And then it'll follow, it'll go with all the other ones, they'll all go down at the same time. If that makes sense. So I'm heating up the bottom where it was attached with the punty, so that's not sharp anymore. Gloves up. There it goes with the peeps and bunnies.
It's been peeps and bunnies galore around here.
Yeah. So that is today's Facebook Live. You have any questions, Darcy? We're good.
Well, Barry said very nice. Patty said thank you. Erin said new gloves.
No, we have covers over them, so the covers are a lot cheaper than the regular gloves. So we put covers over them, but the covers I have are new, and I was putting the peeps away, and they're too small and they slip out. So it's better with fingers rather than a mitt.
Ah.
So that took the outside glove, outside sleeve off, so I can grab things. So yeah, that's the way it is here.
Erin said peeps.
Yeah, next year we're gonna do peeps earlier.
Yeah.
Because I think we've surprised a lot of people with peeps. We are getting people's orders yesterday even, or this morning, and
I think it was late yesterday.
yeah. So I'm still making peeps, but next year we're going to stock up and have peeps ready for everybody.
Yeah.
For Easter. All right, so Thursday, another week is almost finished, and hopefully everybody's doing well and staying healthy and doing what you need to do to remain healthy. Hopefully you'll be able to get out and support your local businesses who really need your money, as opposed to big boxes, which we won't name, they empires. So yeah, spend your money locally, spend it with an artist. If you need glass or wants a glass or need a glass fix, you know where to find us. We're at www.rosetreegallery.com, and on Facebook we're Rosetree Blown Glass, as you know. Instagram, we are Rosetree Glass Gallery, and all of these Facebook Lives are on our YouTube channel, which is Rosetree Blown Glass Studio and Gallery. All right, another month has passed. Hopefully we're headed for better times as the months go by. I want to thank you all for coming. We really do appreciate you being here and supporting us all the time, which is great. As always, be kind to another, love one another, and we'll see you all on Tuesday. Take care.